Good morning, YouTube. Today I am going to show you how to make homemade French toast. That's right, homemade French toast. You don't have to go out to buy any. Simple. You can make at home and it will save you money. So let's see what we need to get started. Alright, so in order to get everything started, what we first will need to start is having a pan preheating on the stove. What you want to do is you are going to want to put butter in here. Some people like to use oil, but I just like to use butter. So I'm going to go ahead and put 1 spoonful of butter and let this sit on the stove while I prepare everything else, and this is going to be on low heat. Alright, so while we got that going, we are going to need 1 bowl. You can use 4 eggs, and you are going to need 4 loaves of, well, not loaves, 4 pieces of bread. Also, you will need milk. I put here half of milk. So let's go, and you are going to need salt. So let's go ahead and get started. What we want to do first, we want to go ahead and put our eggs in the bowl. Now, there are some people that like to put cinnamon, vanilla extract, all of that stuff in their eggs. I don't. I just want this to be normal as can be. I guess maybe if you are trying to do a cute breakfast for someone, that would be nice. But when you're just on basically on a time limit, then you just need to put whatever you can. I'm also adding salt here. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my eggs. Oh my gosh, cannot speak today. I'm going to add my milk, and I'm going to go ahead and just mix this together. Okay. Alright, so now that I have that mixed together, we are going to transfer that over to a little slash plate slash bowl, and I'm going to show you why. So now that we have that good, what we're going to do is we're just going to get the bread here. We're going to put it in here and just give it a little soak. And then you want to go ahead and flip that around. Okay, so let's go ahead and move over to the stove so I can show you how we're going to do this. Alright, so now that we are here at the stove, as you can tell, the butter has started to melt. I'm going to go ahead and turn it up just a bit. And I'm going to bring over everything else that we need. Okay, so we have our bread here. And we have the one that we dipped. So what we're going to do is we're just going to bring this over to the pan. Just sit it in there. And you can go ahead and turn up your heat if you feel that you need to. Okay. So while this is sitting, what you're going to do and what you're going to look for is just kind of like making scrambled eggs. You'll start to see that the eggs from the bread is starting to cook a little. So once you see that, you want to go ahead and turn over the bread. So that way we can go ahead and finish cooking the other end. I have this on medium only because I'm right here watching it. If you're not here and you're doing something else and you're letting this cook a little bit, you might want to turn it down just a bit just to make sure that it doesn't burn on you. Okay. So as you can see, the butter and the eggs are starting to cook here a little bit. And the way that you can tell is if you flip this right away, you can kind of tell that the egg is already cooking. So we're just going to flip this over and let it cook on its own. Alright, so let's go ahead and check up on our bread here. I can smell it. I can smell it. It's already smelling good. So as you can see, it's starting to brown up at on the other end. This is what you want. So you want to go ahead and flip it over and let the other part cook. So I'm going to turn up the heat just a little bit. I'm going to put it up to 7 just because I want the cooking process to go a little bit faster. So we're going to turn this up and we're going to see how this is. In the meantime, while you are doing this, you can go ahead and start dipping your other ones, just so that way when this one is ready, we can just transfer it over. Okay. Remember, you have the bread here. You're going to dip it. Dip it again. Dip it as many times as you want, depending on how much bread, how good you love eggs. Alright, so this is good here. I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to get this one ready. Dip this ready. Dip this. Okay. Again, you can put whatever you want in here. If you want to put cinnamon, you want to put pepper, you can put anything you want in here. Okay, so let's go ahead and check on this here. Let's flip this around. Okay, there you go. What a beautiful French toast this one's coming out to be. Usually if I have any leftover yolk that I know that I'm going to have here, what I would do is I would just put it in a pan with my last French toast, so that way I can make a little bitty scrambled egg for the side. Okay, so this one, you could tell it is starting to brown up on the bottom, meaning that it is cooking, and it's done that on the other end as well. So since we know that this one is already fixing to be ready, what we're going to do, we're going to put this in another plate. So we're going to let this brown just a little bit more. See? Kind of looks like a grilled cheese sandwich. The only thing is that you have eggs in here. You can also put anything else. I'm thinking maybe another day that I make this, I can put some bacon, cooked bacon in the middle, some sausage, just to give it a little bit more flavor. But when you're just on a go, when you're just in a rush and you're on a go, this is what you can make here. Okay, so what we're going to do is turn down the heat. We're going to go ahead and transfer this over to the plate, just like this. Alright everyone, so now we have your French toast that is ready. You do have two options. You can go ahead and just leave it this way and pour some syrup on it. And again, any kind of syrup that you want. So you can pour some syrup on here, and boom, your breakfast is made. But if you want to do something as far as like on the go, what you can do is you can go ahead and cut in between, just like this. Okay. And you basically have little French toast sticks. In this case, what we're going to do, since this is basically an on-the-go breakfast for me, we are going to get a small Tupperware. And we're going to go ahead and just transfer this over to that. This is something you can eat on the go. This is something you can eat when you get to your work. And that's it. And then what you can also do to make it easier for you, because if you want syrup, go ahead and just get you a little baggie. Yes, you can get a little container, that'd be easier, but honestly, if you use just a little bag, just like this, you can put as much as syrup as you want. I love to drown mine in syrup. What you can do is when it is time and ready for you to eat your French toast, you would just cut a hole here on the bottom. Use it as if you're putting a frosting on your cake. And just mix it in with your French toast. And that's it. You're good to go. So I hope you guys did like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. And as my best friend Amanda has said in a previous, on a comment on a previous video, is voila. So that's for you, Amanda. Love you. You guys have a great day. See you next time.